Put your hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
In a world where routine traffic stops can quickly spiral into harrowing mysteries, when cop realizes there's a body in the trunk, delves into the gripping tale of a seemingly ordinary encounter that takes a chilling turn. As the familiar scene of a highway stop unfolds, one officer's routine duty transforms into a race against time and morality when the unexpected discovery of a body hidden in the trunk shatters the thin veneer of normalcy. Welcome to Cams Don't Lie. Join us on a journey where the line between law enforcement and detective work blurs, and the truth lurking in the shadows threatens to unravel everything. On July 29, 2020, a Louisiana police officer pulled over a speeding vehicle on the highway, initiating a routine traffic stop. However, upon searching the vehicle, they made a disturbing discovery. Not only was the driver, Mitchell, exceeding the speed limit by nearly 20 miles per hour, but he also lacked a valid driver's license. These infractions could result in fines of up to $500 and 6 months of jail time, in addition to penalties for speeding.
Is there any weed in the car? Yes or no?
Just a doobie in the ashtray, like.
Okay.
Other than that, there's
anything else?
There's it.
Unbeknownst to the officer, Mitchell was concealing more than just a speeding violation. Suspicious of drug possession, the officer probed further, questioning Mitchell about the presence of marijuana in the car. The encounter escalated as Mitchell's behavior grew increasingly suspicious, suggesting potential deeper issues beyond mere speeding. Mitchell has now consented to the search of his vehicle. The cop is realistically only searching for weed and any other drugs possibly in the car, but he has no idea what he's actually about to find. A search of the front seats turns up nothing, but upon examining the outside of the car, the cop discovers multiple bullet holes across the left side of the vehicle. It's becoming more and more obvious to the cop that something is not right at all here, and this suspect was likely caught up in something much bigger than he first realized.
Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I got a orange and black Chevy Camaro stopped. I had him stopped for speeding, 73 and a 55. But
yeah, 41.
He don't even know the address down here, but like right behind the driver's side door, there's like 2 or 3 bullet holes in that thing.
41.
So he said two or 3 days ago, his brother.
Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I got this car speeding 73 and a 55. It's a black and orange Camaro, and it's got like 3 bullet holes on the left side of it. He said he thinks his brother said his car was in something 2 nights ago. The officer's check of the vehicle returns nothing other than proof Mitchell is lying. His address comes back as somewhere completely different from where he's saying, and the car is registered to someone with a completely different surname.
Now, he says he lives in Winsboro, but he's got a Richwood address, and the car comes back out of Monroe, and he's got this, he's got a GPS thing put in, but he don't even know the address, so he's lying about a bunch of junk.
Now he claims he lives in Williamsboro, but his address is from Richwood, and the car registration traces back to Monroe. He's even installed a GPS device, but pretends not to know the address.
Where do you live? Be honest to me. Monroe?
Yes, sir.
Richwood?
Yes,
You don't live in Winsboro?
No, sir.
Why would you try to bluff me on that? Why would you lie to me on that? Because I already knew that before this guy said something. What's up? Talk to me. You better stop lying to me right now, or you're going to be in jail.
I'm just going to my sister's house.
To your sisters?
Clearly lying about several things. Where do you live? Be honest with me. Monroe is Richwood. You don't live in Williamsboro. Why bluff me? Why lie? The officer warns him, stop lying now or you'll end up in jail. Tell me the truth to your sisters. That's your last chance. Suddenly, the situation takes a bizarre turn when a stranger arrives.
His family in Monroe is looking for him. They sent me out here to look
Okay,
for
all right. Well, I got somebody pulling up behind me, Scooter.
Talk to the state trooper.
All right, thank you, fella. Hey, now, who are you?
I'm Anthony Robin. They done scared me to death.
Well, how are y'all here?
Cause my people from Monroe, that's them on the phone.
What do you mean they were looking for him?
They looking for him. The car missing. Hey.
Okay, give me the phone.
Claiming his family is searching for Mitchell. What do you mean they were looking for him? The stranger doesn't provide his real name either. This unexpected development leaves the cop perplexed. as multiple names surface for Mitchell and the car's owner. The traffic stop evolves into a full-blown mystery, prompting the officer to delve deeper.
There's a kid that's been reported missing, and that they took the car from Monroe, and he lied to me about his his address and where he's from. This Hamp Ellis said that the daddy's looking at him. Some random guy pulls up behind me and said, "Hey, this guy's looking for that kid. I need to know if this car has been reported missing, stolen."
He learns about a missing kid associated with the car from Monroe, adding another layer of complexity. As details unfold, it appears Mitchell may be driving a stolen car given to him by his brother, yet the presence of bullet holes and the mysterious stranger's involvement remain unexplained. Amidst the confusion, the cop receives word of a missing person report linked to the unfolding events, adding another layer to the tangled web of deceit and intrigue. So he's lying through his teeth.
So he's lying his ass off. Go looking for the person who owns the car, find out that the son of the owner of the car is missing, and now we got bullet holes all in the car. I got you. So something's...
When they trace the car's ownership, they find out the owner's son is missing, and now there are bullet holes. It's clear something's seriously wrong. The only lie he told was about his address in the window. If he knows something about the missing boy or the bullet holes, it could shed light on the situation. After a few more calls, they confirm the missing person is Michael Robinson, allegedly the brother of the guy at the scene who gave him permission to drive the car. But the car's ownership remains unclear. Setting that aside, the cop decides to re-examine the vehicle with backup now present. Little did he know, this is where all his questions would be answered in the most horrific way imaginable.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do. Hey, put your hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. You have a right to an attorney. Have one present during any questioning. At any time you choose not to make any statements or answer any questions. You understand? If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you by the court. Do you understand?
I'm going to do the obvious thing I want to do. Hey, yep, put your hands up. Put your hands behind your back. The cop reads him his rights, and inside the trunk, they find the body of Michael Robinson. Suddenly, everything falls into place.
Well, I find out he lives in Richwood. I popped the trunk. Sorry, there's a dead body in the trunk. Okay, so I'm not. We've blocked in front of the car and behind the car. We've shut the trunk. I have Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office with me. We're at 82.
So I find out he actually lives in Richwood, and when I pop the trunk, there's a dead body inside. We're blocked in front and behind the car, and I've shut the trunk. I have the Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office with me. We're at 82, okay? It turns out Michael Robinson wasn't related to Mitchell at all.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's him.
Who is who?
That's Mike.
That's Mike. How did Mike get there? Tell me.
It wasn't me, man. It was.
Okay.
I just hit it, bro. I did.
You just hit him?
That's it.
Instead, he was an unintended victim of an armed robbery Mitchell was involved in earlier. In the chaos of the robbery, Mitchell shot Robinson multiple times with a handgun, then loaded him into the trunk and drove to Winsboro to dispose of the body. But of course, he was pulled over by the officer for speeding before he could do so. Michael Mitchell is now facing charges for armed robbery and second-degree murder of Michael Robinson. He's awaiting trial but is expected to receive a life sentence behind bars. And there you have it, the chilling conclusion to a seemingly routine traffic stop turned into a complex web of deceit, tragedy, and crime. As the investigation unfolded, the true horror of the situation emerged, revealing the sinister actions of Mitchell and the tragic fate of Michael Robinson. Now, justice must be served as Mitchell faces the consequences of his actions in the courtroom. Thank you for joining us on this gripping journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more compelling stories and updates. Until next time, stay safe and vigilant. Thanks for watching.